Hey everyone, at the time of recording I have been up for, let me see, half an hour. So I am sleepy and groggy and a little bit of a mess. But basically I want to talk about this quote that I saw on my Facebook feed. Patriarchy is not men. Patriarchy is a system in which both women and men participate. It privileges, inter alia, the interests of boys and men over the integrity, autonomy and dignity of girls and women. It is subtle, insidious, and never more dangerous than when women passionately deny that they themselves are engaging in it. Ashley Judd, posted by Ms. Foundation for Women. First of all, let's talk about Ashley Judd. She is one of these women who are relatively famous. She supports a lot of charities and takes an active interest in politics. She's not exactly going to be the poster child for female oppression anytime soon, basically. And let's have a little look at the Ms. Foundation for Women. Now, that's the sort of organisation that champions diversity, yet apparently finds adding men to their board controversial. So, immediately not really a fan. But it's not clear if this quote was made on behalf of the Ms. Foundation or if the Ms. Foundation found it and decided to make a little graphic of it in order to illustrate a fucking ridiculous point. Patriarchy is not men, claims the opening salvo. Let's take a little look at the meaning of patriarchy then, shall we? A system of society or government in which the father or eldest male is head of the family and descent is reckoned through the male line. Or a system of society or government in which men hold the power and women are largely excluded from it. Or a society or community organised on patriarchal lines. Now, that last one, I'm pretty safe in assuming that patriarchal lines will refer to an exclusively male-led society. So, the US has more grounds to call itself patriarchal than the UK, on account of the US never having had a female president, whereas we've had lovely, lovely Maggie Thatcher, who, despite me disagreeing with most of what she did, I absolutely can't deny that she was a good leader. She knew what she was doing. So, the US hasn't had a female president. But they do have female US senators. And those are women in power. It might not be Trudeau's ideal 50-50 split, but hey, give democracy a chance for fuck's sake. But anyway, I just love this next batshit claim. It privileges the interests of boys and men over the bodily integrity, autonomy, and dignity of women. Well, if third wavers are to be believed, there is no such thing as male interests. People of both genders, or of all genders, fucking hell, have the same interests, and it's just society that shoehorns them into stereotypes. Okay, alright, I think subcultures are quite accurate microcosms of a wider society, so let's dive into cosplay here. Women are constantly crying about how people look at them, or touch their butt, or flirted with them, and it was sexual harassment, especially since they decided to wear a bikini. Fucking sad day for you. While it's a ridiculous statement, I do agree that cosplay is not consent. But if you think for a moment that a person who finds you physically attractive while you wear your skimpy fan service costume isn't going to take a look, ask for a picture, or want to talk to you, then you are a moron. Let's not even get into the fact that at cosplay conventions, if you stumble across a decent-looking guy in tight leather or shirtless and stacked and then women seem to have no issue in running up to them and glomping them. I've got no statistics to show for this, but I have been to cons before and seen it firsthand. Feel free to challenge me. Women tend to be far less likely to respect a guy's personal space, especially if he's doing sexy cosplay. Keep in mind that if a guy so much as looks at a woman these days, there's that niggling feeling that he'll be called all sorts for it. But equality to these third wavers is actually supremacy, so they can go and do it all they goddamn like. Double standards? I think so. Let's look at this. It's never more dangerous than when women passionately deny that they themselves are engaging in it. No, you're right. It is dangerous when women passionately deny that they're in a race for supremacy, especially when it seems that third wavers actually are. There is no point in fighting for equality in the Western world. We have it. So, in conclusion, Ashley Judd is a moron who has no idea what she's talking about, at least in regards to the patriarchy. I haven't got much time, so that's why this was such a short video, and I haven't really had much time to put together anything longer, but I will be doing soon. Especially as I still need to do part 2 of my straight privilege video. So stick around. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment, share it about with people who you think might be interested. And I have been 9 levels deep.